Listening Process by Rob Veretta, Kyle Horvath, and Frederick Kupti. Listening. Listening is more than just gazing politely and nodding occasionally. It involves several subconscious actions. Listening is just as important as speaking and takes up more than half of all communication. It is a complex process that includes 5 parts: hearing, attending, understanding, responding, and remembering. Hearing is the physiological dimension of listening. This includes sound waves that strike the ear at certain frequencies and loudness. Loud noises in the same frequency as the message can make it difficult to sort out important signals. Hearing can be influenced by continuous exposure at the same tone or loudness. Studies have shown that prolonged exposure to sounds above 85 decibels can cause permanent hearing loss, equivalent to that of a dial tone, whereas rock concerts can register at around 110 decibels. After a temporary threshold shift, hearing returns in about 16 to 18 hours. As competent communicators, we need to recognize that we may be speaking to someone with a hearing loss and adjust their voice accordingly.
Attending is a psychological process compared to hearing, which is a physiological process. We filter out some messages and focus on others depending on needs, wants, desires, and trusts. Research shows that we attend the most to messages that result in positive results. For example, you'll listen more attentively to a person that is more attractive in hopes of starting a relationship. Attending is not limited to just the listener, it can also assist the message sender. Understanding occurs when sense is made of a message. It is highly likely for someone to misinterpret a message. It is possible to not understand a message as well as misunderstand. Misunderstanding may lead to possible arguments and disagreements, whereas not understanding a message is less serious and easier to resolve. To be a good communicator, we must exhibit a strong sense of understanding.
Responding. Responding is defined as giving observable feedback to the speaker within a conversation. Research shows that responding determines the difference between an effective and ineffective conversation. Responses can be both verbal or nonverbal. Some nonverbal behavior examples include keeping eye contact and appropriate facial expressions. These include smiling after a joke or frowning after something sad was said. Verbal behaviors include answering questions, exchanging ideas, sharing your own personal stories, or sharing past relevant experiences. Negative responses can show that you are not paying attention. Slump posture, bored expressions, and yawning can be seen as rude or uninvolved in the conversation. Remembering. Remembering is the ability to recall information. Studies show that people only remember half of what they hear immediately after hearing it. This number drops to 35% after 8 hours and 25% after 2 months. This may not seem like much, but this number consists of everything that is taken in. Teachers presenting lectures, friends talking about their weekend, radio, television, and the internet. Although the tendency to forget information is common, there are many ways to improve your attention and recall.
Yeah. Can you hear me?